Hi children, hope you are fine and safe. And we know we have completed 4 chapters, and today in this session we are just going to revise what we have studied. That is, we are going to prepare for pre-midterm exam. So you know the portions for pre-midterm exam. 4 chapters we have: polynomials, coordinate geometry, linear equations in 2 variables, and Heron's formula. Heron's formula, you have only the first section to study, that is areas of triangle. You don't have the application of Heron's formula. Okay, and today we will first revise the first chapter, polynomials. We will just see what we have studied in the chapter polynomials. It's not possible for me to do all the problems here because we don't have enough time. So we'll just go through all the chapters. So first chapter, it was polynomial. What all we studied in polynomials? What all we studied? We have studied different types of polynomials. We have studied the degree of the polynomial. That is, we name the polynomial based on the degree: linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. And we know what is the degree of a polynomial. The degree of a constant polynomial is 1, and the degree of a zero polynomial, it's not defined. And you know how to find the degree of a polynomial. It is given to you. It is the highest power of the variable. And what else we have studied? We have studied remainder theorem, factor theorem, value of the polynomial. You know how to find the value of a polynomial, isn't it? That is, if a polynomial is given, if you are asked to find the value of the polynomial at that given value, you will give for that variable that value and find the polynomial value. Then we have studied remainder theorem. What was remainder theorem? When the polynomial p of x is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. That was a remainder theorem. And also we studied factor theorem. What was factor theorem? When the polynomial p of x is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, this remainder, if it is equal to 0, you can say x minus a is a factor of the polynomial. And converse also we studied. Then we studied factorization of the polynomial, and first we studied about quadratic polynomial. You know, a quadratic polynomial is factorized by splitting the middle term. Okay. This is a quadratic polynomial. How to factorize this polynomial? We studied. How to factorize here? So, here we will find two numbers whose sum is equal to 5 and product is equal to 6. So which are the numbers whose sum is equal to 5 and product is equal to 3? Which are the numbers? The numbers are 2 and 3. So using these numbers 2 and 3, we will split the middle term. So x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. We split the middle term using this numbers. Then what is the next step? We will pair and take the common outside. So in this 2, what is common? X is common. Take the common outside. So x, what is left here from x square? If you take x, so what is left? X is left. So x plus 2. Now you know it is positive. We have studied when negatives comes how to do it. Here it is positive, so put positive. There will not be change in the sign again. Now see what is common. 3 is common, so take 3 outside. Now what is left? X plus 2 into 3 is 6, so 2 balancing. Okay. Now what is the next step? Now it is reduced to 2 terms. We have to again take the common outside from these 2 terms. So what is common here? X plus 2. Take x plus 2 outside. Now what is left here? X and plus, then what is left? 3. So you get x plus 2 into x plus 3. This is the factorized form. And this is how we factorize a quadratic polynomial. We have done different questions. Lot of examples we have done. So go through those portions. Just I explain what we have studied. Okay. So these are the factors of this quadratic polynomial. Next, we will study the factorization of cubic polynomials. So here a cubic polynomial is given. So we will take it as p of y is equal to 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. Here we know we have studied how to find the factors. We will take the constant and find the factors of constant. So here it is 1. So we will check with p of 1 and we will get here 2 into 1 cube plus 1 square minus 2 into 1 minus 1. So we will get 2 plus 1 minus 2 minus 1, which we will get as 0. So we know if you get it as 0, you can find a factor. Here p of 1 is equal to 0. So by factor theorem we can say y minus 1 is a factor. So we got here y minus 1 is a factor. Now what is the next step? Take y minus 1, divide this polynomial. So we will take 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. We will divide by y minus 1. So take the first term, that is 2y cube, divide by the first term. We will get the first term of the quotient, it is 2y square. Next, 2y square into y is 2y cube. 2y square into minus 1, it is minus 2y square. Next step, do the subtraction. We know first term becomes 0. Second term, when we subtract y square minus minus 2, which becomes y square plus 2y square, which is 3y square. Now minus 2y minus 1. That is a new dividend. Then take the first term 3y square, divide by the first term, we get the next term, it is 3y. Then 3y into y, 3y square, 3y into minus 1, minus 3y. What was the next step? Next, we have to subtract 3y square minus y square becomes 0, minus 2y minus 3y becomes minus 2y plus 3y, which is y. Y minus 1. Then what is the next step? This is our new dividend. For that, take the first term, divide by the first term here, pi by y, that is 1. That is the next term of the quotient. Now multiply with this term, all the terms of the divisor, 1 into y minus 1, we get y minus 1 itself. When you subtract, you get answer as 0. So that is division part. We are dividing to get this factor, that is quadratic factor. Next step, what we have done is, we will take this quadratic factor and split the middle term and get the next two linear factors. So take 2y square plus 3y plus 1, split the middle term and get the next two factors. That is, here sum, we had find two numbers whose sum is equal to 3 and product is equal to 1 into 2, that is 2. So which are the numbers? Sum 3 and product 2, it is 1 and 2. So using that numbers, we will split the middle term, that is 2y square plus y plus 2y plus 1, that is y plus y, 2y is 3y, 1 into 2 is 2. So what is the next step? We have to pair and take the common outside. So what is common in both? Y is common, take y outside. Now left 2y, here it is plus 1. Again from this 2, nothing is common, which means we have to take 1 outside, and it is positive, plus 1, it is 2y plus 1. What was the next step? Take again the common outside from both the terms. It is 2y is common, 2y plus 1 is common, and what is left? Y plus 1 is left. So the factors are 2y plus 1 and y plus 1. So which are the three factors of this cubic polynomial? One is y minus 1, next is 2y plus 1, and next is y plus 1. We have studied all those things, just we are revising it. I think you remember what we have done. Okay. In this chapter, we have studied algebraic identities. We have studied 8 identities. I think you remember it. Study all the 8 identities. You will get question from those parts. And here among that I am going to discuss one of the identity here, just make you to revise what you have studied. So here a question is given, 8ac plus bq plus 12a square b plus 6ab square. There we can see itself, you can understand, if you are asked to factorize it, you have to factorize it using the identity. So which identity we will use here? Which identity? It is x plus y whole cube. So we have studied x plus y whole cube. X plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3x y square. This is of this form, isn't it? Which means its factorized form is x plus y whole cube. So this expression you have to make it into this factorized form using the identity. So for that, to write here, first term is a cube term. We will write it as 2a whole cube, and second term again cube term. It's already given as cube term. Next is 3x square y. You can split this one and write as 3 into x. We understood from here it is 2a. So it is 2a whole square and y is b. And next 3x whole square. So it is 3 into x is here again 2a into y is, it is b. So multiply, we will get the same. Now you can factorize it using the identity. It's of this form, which we can write as x plus y whole cube. So here x we know it is 2a plus b whole cube. It's its factorized form. So again this is equal to 2a plus b into 2a plus b into 2a plus b, which means the factorized form of this expression is 2a plus b into 2a plus b into 2a plus b, where we are using the identity. We have seen the factorization of cubic polynomial where we are not using the identity, and here we know why we use the identity. Okay, so difference is clear, I think so. And study properly. We have all the identities for the exam. Here this doesn't mean that this same question will ask for the exam, just to make you to understand the difference between the two polynomials, that is the expressions we have studied. One is a cubic polynomial, we have studied how to find its factorized form. Here it is another expression which is a cubic polynomial again. There we are using the identity and finding its factorized form. So we have discussed almost all the sections of this chapter, and study properly for the exam. Next chapter is coordinate geometry. We have studied in coordinate geometry plotting the points in an xy plane. You know, if you get a point, how to plot the points in each quadrant we have studied. And you know what is abscissa and ordinate also. And quadrant also you have to study, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrants, and how to plot the points in each quadrant. Then we have studied linear equations in two variables. There also we are finding the points and plotting in an xy plane, and you know how to find the points, that is solutions of a linear equation in two variables. You have to give a value for y, get the corresponding value of x, give some value for x, get the corresponding value of y, and plot those points in an xy plane. Then graph, we know when you plot the solutions of linear equations in two variables in an xy plane, when you join the points, you know you will get a straight line, and a linear equation in two variables has infinitely many solutions. Then we have studied the equation of x-axis, equation of y-axis, and also we have studied the points on x-axis and y-axis. So study all those properly. Next chapter, it is Heron's formula. We have studied Heron's formula to find the area of a triangle. You know how to find the area of a triangle using Heron's formula. Formula is given by root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c, where s is semi-perimeter and s, that is the sides are a, b and c. S is equal to a plus b plus c by 2. So I think all those you remember properly, study properly for the exam. So we have just gone through all the chapters. Study properly for the exam. attend the exam properly, you will have questions from all the sections, and you will have PDF questions and also Google form. So study properly for the exam, and your session will be continued by Nicey Miss itself. Okay, so today I am not giving any homeworks. You have to study for the exam. Study properly, and all the best.
Here are some extra questions for you to practice. Question number 1. Determine the remainder when the polynomial p of x is divided by x minus 2. You have studied it. So, you have to find the remainder using, you can use remainder theorem. Then, second question. Find the value of k if x plus 2 is a factor of the polynomial x square plus 5x plus 6. Those question also you can do by factor theorem. You have to determine the value of k here, where you can use factor theorem. Then third question, factorize x square minus x minus 30. Second question, x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10. First one, you can factorize using splitting the middle term. You have to find two numbers whose sum is equal to minus 1 and product is equal to minus 30. Next question, x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10. You have to factorize using the division rule. Then next, factorize using identities. Different identities are given. You can use identity and factorize. Then fifth question, evaluate using identities. First one, it is 9098 whole square, and second question, it is 101 whole cube. Can use the identity. Sixth question, write 4 solutions of the equation 2x plus y is equal to 6. So you have studied to find the solutions. You can give value for x and get the corresponding value of y and get 4 solutions. Then the seventh question, draw the graph of x plus y equal to 5. There also you find the solution and plot the points and draw the graph. Next, eighth question, find the area of an isosceles triangle with two equal sides as 5 cm each and third side as 8 cm. We have studied Heron's formula. Apply Heron's formula and find the area of the isosceles triangle. Then ninth question, in which quadrant or on which axis do each of the points minus 2, 4, 3, minus 1, minus 4, 0, 2, 3 lie? So there you have to find the axis. You have to find in which quadrant each one is lying. We have studied the quadrant, 4 quadrants, quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. Plot the points. Then we have the statement problems from linear equations in 2 variables. You have to study the statement problems given in the textbook. So this is not as homework I have given you. You can do these questions after studying your portions. Then write these questions and study.